Good morning, children. Welcome to class 12th biology once again. Children, today we are going to start a very important and interesting topic, that is immunity. Okay, immunity, children, the ability of organism to defend itself from the development of disease. Okay, so nowadays we are habitual to listen the term immunity because everybody wants to increase their immunity. Okay, if our immunity will be increased, then we can protect, okay, from the coronavirus COVID-19. Okay, so the various peoples are claims that by the taking of protein X, by the taking of syrups, capsules, some Ayurvedic medicine, we can increase our immunity. So children, if our immunity will increase, then antibodies will become active and they fight against the germs and protect us from disease. Okay, so children, about immunity we'll discuss in detail in this topic. First of all, definition that is very simple, very easy. It is the ability of an organism to resist or defend itself from the development of disease. Okay, like if our immunity will increase, then we can easily fight against germs and we can protect our body from the disease. Okay, immunity that is of two types: innate immunity and acquired immunity. Okay, innate, that is by birth. When the children born, it is from by birth. Okay, like it include certain types of barrier like skin, mucous membrane, tears, sweat, saliva, acid present in the stomach. Okay, they also provide the immunity. How? Because they can kill the germs. Okay, they can kill the germs, that's why they provide the immunity, and this immunity is called innate immunity. Okay, second, that is acquired immunity. Acquired, that is adaptive. Okay, if we encounter by a pathogen, some pathogen attacks on our body, then our defense system, our immune system generate the antibodies against the pathogen. Okay, and they kill the pathogen. Okay, so this type of immunity is called acquired immunity. It is pathogen specific. Okay, when the pathogen will encounters, then it is generates. But innate, it is not pathogen specific, it is non specific. Okay, now the acquired immunity is of two type: active immunity and passive immunity. Active, that is if we attacks by some pathogens and our body generates the antibodies against the pathogen, this is called active immunity. Okay, passive immunity, when, like for example, if an snake bites, okay, snake bite us, then it release the toxin. Okay, it release the poison. Then to get relief from the poison, we'll take the antitoxin. Okay, the antitoxin we take. So the antitoxin that have the ready-made antibodies. Okay, that antibodies that cannot generate by our body, that is prepared in the laboratory and then injected into the person. Okay, so the antitoxin is prepared from the ready-made antibodies and that are giving against the poison. Okay, and this is called the passive immunity. Okay, so the active immunity and passive immunity, I hope this is clear about. Now children will discuss in detail about innate and acquired. See about innate first. Innate, as I told you, it is by birth. Okay, it is present from the birth and it is inherited from parents. Okay, it is non-specific and it includes the different types of barriers, and these barriers are called physical barriers, physiological barriers, cellular barriers, and cytokine barriers. Okay, the four barriers are there. First, that is physical. Children, in physical barrier, basically skin and the mucous membrane, the two things that in the category of physical barrier, and these skin and mucous membrane do not allow pathogens and foreign antigens agents to enter the body. Okay, they do not allow the pathogens. The skin, we know very well about the skin, but the mucous membrane, that is surrounded digestive system, respiratory system, urinogenital tracts. Okay, second barrier, that is physiological barrier, and it includes sweat, tears, acid in the stomach, and saliva. Okay, these four things that play important role to prevent microbial growth. Okay, like if we sweat out, then whenever the sweat will goes, it kills the bacteria. Tears also kills the bacteria from the cheeks. Acid in the stomach, that also kills the bacteria, and saliva can prevent the microbial growth in the mouth. Okay, so the physiological barriers can also provide immunity to us. Okay, children. Now third one, that is cellular barrier. Cellular barrier, basically WBCs. Okay, WBC, we have already discussed about WBC. WBC is the type of blood cells. They fight against germs and protect us from disease. Okay, so basically WBCs with macrophages, they phagocytes. Phagocyte means they engulf and destroy the microbes. Okay, the fourth barrier of the innate immunity, that is cytokines. Okay, cytokines barrier. Children, in cytokines barrier, those cells are affected by the virus. Okay, the virus infected cell, they produce the interferons to the healthy cell. Okay, like those cells are affected by virus will definitely die. So मरते मरते वो एक अच्छा काम कर जाती है. They give the interferons to the healthy cells, and these interferons, they protect the non-infected cell from further viral infections. Okay, this is cytokine barrier. Now next, children, the second type of immunity, that is acquired immunity. Okay, about this I told you, it is pathogen specific. It is not present from the birth, and it is developed during individual lifetime. Now children, when the immune system encounters a pathogen for the first time, like first time if any pathogen attacks in our body, so our immune system activate and they provide the primary response, but this primary response is of low intensity. Okay, the first and primary response that are produced by the immune system against the pathogen for the first time, but this is of low intensity. Okay, but the benefit of the primary response is it generates the memory cells. Okay, the memory cells will be generated in our immune system against the pathogen. So if the same pathogen attack again on our body, then the memory cells recognize the pathogen and the immune system provide the secondary response, that is of high intensity, and this high intensity that kills the microbe, that kills the pathogen. Okay, clear about this? Acquired immunity, it is pathogen specific. Clear about this, children? Now next one. So basically the immunoresponse are produced by the two types of lymphocytes. Okay, the primary and secondary response are produced by the two types of lymphocytes. Number one, B lymphocytes, and number two, that is T lymphocytes. Okay, B lymphocytes produce an army of proteins called antibodies, and these antibodies responds to the pathogens. Okay, these antibodies responds to the pathogens. Second, T lymphocytes or T cells, these T cells, they help the B cells to secrete the antibodies. Okay, they play important role, because if the antibodies will not secrete by the B cell, then the microbe, the pathogen will not be killed. Okay, so B cell and T cell, clear about this? B cells secrete the antibodies and T cells help the B cells. Okay, clear, children? Now the two types of acquired immunoresponse develops in the body. Okay, the two types of the response is number one, humoral, second, cell mediated. Humoral includes the B lymphocytes and cell mediated involves the T lymphocytes. Okay, so this is acquired immunity that we have discussed. Now next, children, that is antibodies. I told you antibodies that are produced by B lymphocytes with the help of T lymphocytes. Okay, and the function of antibodies to kill the pathogens. Okay, now see about this. Antibodies are protein molecule called immunoglobulins. Okay, antibodies are called immunoglobulin, and it is protein molecules. The antibodies or Ig are of 5 types. IgA, Ig that is immunoglobulin, IgA, IgM, IgE, IgG and IgD. The 5 types of antibodies that are found, and they kills the pathogens. Okay, if we see the structure of antibody, they have the Y-shaped structure and they represent the formula S2L2. Okay, S2L2 means the two heavy chains and the two light chains, they join by the disulfide bond and they form the antibody. Okay, I'm showing a diagram in front of you. This. Okay, that is light chain and the two are the heavy chain. Okay, the two light chain and two heavy chains are found H2L2 and they join by the disulfide bonds. Children, IgG is the most prevalent antibody in the blood, followed by IgA and IgM. Okay, and IgA that is present in the breast milk, that is colostrum. The colostrum, that is the yellowish color fluid, that is the first milk secrete from the breast milk to the fetus. Okay, so IgA are found in the colostrum. Okay, so children, in this topic of immunity, we have discussed about the innate immunity, acquired immunity, and antibody. Okay, I hope you have learned. Thank you for your kind cooperation.